Okay, we are here to discuss the latest changes in prices for homes in the Dallas-Fort Worth area of Texas. If you are a homeowner or an investor who is planning to sell your property in the next 1 to 6 months, this discussion is going to be super valuable to you. Okay, let's take a look. This is the latest data from the MLS in the Dallas-Fort Worth area of Texas, showing you exactly the average price of homes for properties in different counties. So if you're planning to if you're trying to figure out what would be the best time to sell your home, let's take a look at the graph. And what I'm seeing right now, so the red is Collin County, the slight green is Denton County, the blue is Dallas County, and gray is the Tarrant County. So as we can see right now, for those of you who are living in Dallas or Tarrant County, notice that the pricing for 2023 has peaked in June and in July. Now for Tarrant County, this peak was kind of smoothed and continued toward August, but Dallas County definitely peaked in July and has been going down in pricing since then. For those of you who live in Collin County, notice that the peak this year was in April, and then we have a second bubble, second little price bubble that started in August and continued in September. Now, today is Halloween 2023. Today is the end of October, so I do not have the data for October yet. I will have that data at the next recording. But for right now, just notice that as of September 2023, you have, let's just say, Collin County in April at the peak of pricing. The average price per home was $430, and right now in September it was measuring as $428, which is only $2,000 below the peak. So I would say that if you're in Collin County, your prospects of selling at almost the top of your price point for this year are very high going into October, into November and December. Now, December is typically a little bit more difficult simply because so many people are tied up with holidays. But I would say selling in November in Collin County should still have a strong price point. As you notice for the rest of the counties, which is Tarrant, Dallas, and Denton, the prices have peaked in the summer and continue to go down. So do not expect the summer price high points to suddenly reappear in November and December. Now, let's take a look what we can expect from performance of all counties in a typical fall/spring cycle. So the fall/spring cycle is this cycle right here. You see how it dips? And it typically dips around January. So as you notice, typically the lowest point for most homes is going to be January. Those contracts, those are completed sales, right? So if the sale was recorded in January, it means that the contracts were written in December. So for that reason, I would say that the lowest point that we see here are completed sales, January sales, with contracts that were written in December. So I would say that December is probably going to be the lowest price point for all counties in the DFW. So if you can avoid selling in December, that would be your best bet. Now, notice that after December, which is the lowest price point, notice what we typically have. Almost inevitably, we have a jump, whether it's a big jump or a small jump. But we typically see a jump in prices in February, March, and then it goes April. And typically April/May are our highest price point for most counties. So for the next 3 to 6 months, my prediction would be if you can wait to sell until January or February, I recommend that. Now notice that some of the highest price points here were February, and that means that the contracts for these properties were written in January. So there is a distinct price jump during January that tends to die off, at least in Dallas and Tarrant County, but not necessarily in Denton or Collin. So noted that the pricing patterns for Collin County and Denton County trail each other very closely. So I would say that Dallas and Tarrant County, or Dallas and Denton County, are kind of twins, and so are the Tarrant and the Dallas County. Notice how they trail each other too. And the pattern for this pair and the pattern for this pair are different. So my recommendation is, if you are a seller in the Dallas or Tarrant County, try to wait until January and sell in January. Do not wait till February to sell, because guess what? In March, we have a dip. It means that after people rush out and buy in January, they sit out and they wait until middle of March, beginning of April to start writing contracts. If you're a seller in a Denton County or Dallas or Tarrant County, you should be good. As long as you survive the December, you can start selling in January, and the prices are probably going to continue to increase in this function or in this manner until about April. And in April, they're most likely to peak. Alrighty, my name is Elena Garrett. I'm a realtor in the Dallas-Fort Worth area of Texas with Keller Williams Central. Let me know if you have any questions. So my recommendation for most people right now, no matter which county you're in, if you can hold your property until January, in almost all cases, you're going to be better off selling in January and getting more money from your sale than you're going to be in November or December. That's it for now. I'll see you guys at the next video.